Aloha, this is ITS 187P, no, I'm sorry, ITS 387P, and we are in the middle of doing assignment 3 here, and today, or right now, I'm going to do the update form for the desires, the duty desires preferences. And the way I'm going to do that is we just finished in an earlier video, we finished doing the update form for the members, for the member update form. And I'm going to take that one and sort of convert it over. So make a copy of it and so on. So I've been using my favorite text editor for doing these things, and I think I'm going to continue doing that. So I'm going to take this update member form here, which I think I have right like here, and I'm going to just save that as update desires, I guess. Update desires. And so that's going to be right here. And so first of all, so let's change this to update my duty desire preferences or something like that. And so okay, so let's just try some things out here. I'm going to put the first one in here, and that's going to be okay. Let me oh, here's a nice table here. Okay, so I'm going to let me grab this, copy, and go back over here, and these are the, let's see, we're in HTML, so these are the these are the table column names. Now, you know, spaces in SQL column names can cause problems. So we have spaces here. So I'm going to go and remove the spaces. Okay, so to do that, it would be this one and this one, and I'm going to get rid of that hyphen too. So let me change. This one I'm going to take out 2 spaces, take out 1 space, and take out this hyphen. Okay, that's better. And then, so it's like this one's gone, and this one's gone, and this one's gone, and so is this. And so I'm going to fiddle around here with some. Let's look at the CSS. So to look at the CSS, I would go. I guess I would go to the file manager. What is it? That's this, yeah. Back. Style CSS. And let me bring that down, download onto the desktop. And if we look at that, let's see what, I'm going to make something that's like button, BTN. And so to do that, let me see, do I have some notes around here? Well, okay. I'm going to call it, drop down. And let's see. Let's see, the only thing I'm going to want, okay, so I'm just going to try and see what this looks like. Alright, so instead of first name, we're going to have speaker. And this is your speaker preferences. And so this, instead of a text, it's going to be select name equals speaker, value, oh no, it's going to be this, multiple, no, not multiple, size equals 3, end of that, and then it's going to be option, value equals 0, and that's when you, then I gotta do this, if speaker equals 0, I'll just do this, equals 0, then echo selected. Yes. And this needs to be speaker underscore and this can be speaker. And we need, this is option 0, 1, and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And let's go, I gotta put some sort of, 0 is never, I never want to be assigned, want to be assigned. And 1 is only if no one else is available. And the last one is sure, assign me as needed. Alright, and then we're going to end the select. Alright, and okay, so let's just see what this looks like. I think it's going to not look pretty good. Oh, update desires. Okay, so I need to, on the index, I need to add another update desires. Alright, let's see, I got interrupted there. So I'm going to add a couple of, I'm going to add update duty desires or some such thing. And I'm going to call this update desires form. And all right, okay, I set it as, okay, so these are buttons that take me to this page, and that's update update desires, this page right here. Update desires. Okay, update desires. And so now when I save this, let's see, I'm going to come back to that. Let's throw this back up here. We updated index. So now when we look at this, just have to log in again. Okay, so now we've got a second button here, and when we click on that, we see file not found, update desires. Did we not upload that yet? Update desires. Maybe we did not. So let's do that. Update desires. Okay, it didn't ask me if I wanted to overwrite. So that's a good sign. Alright, there we go. Oh, these are the three choices. Okay, so for the speaker. Okay, let's mess around with that a little bit. Now, if we go to, this is it. Let's see. If we were to make this class button the same as what the BTN is, that's the same as these buttons here. They look kind of classy. They look like this. Okay, so let's see if we can add a sort of round look to that. So I've said class BTN for this speaker thing here. Let me save this and update desires. Okay, how's that? That looks kind of nice. Okay, so what else? I'd like to get rid of the this scroll bar here because I've made it so all three choices are visible, so I don't need the scroll bar. And to do that, let's now create a new style, and let's call it, I just copy pasted, let's call it drop down, and what we can do is add, what is the property name? It's called overflow is hidden. And I think that might be all that I need. So let me throw that one up there. Oh, I need to say that that's what I want the class to be. So it's not class button, it's called class dropdown. Because you see I created a new class called dropdown, and that's where I made the change. So now if we save this and put that one up there, Okay, I had to close my browser and open it back up again. You got to hit refresh a couple times, clear your cache somehow. If you look at page source, you need to get through this and click on the CSS. It's because the CSS is not being updated, and when I just did this was not there. Hit refresh here, and it updates. So anyway, there was not anything wrong with my CSS here. It's just that the old CSS was cached and it was unable to recognize this class. So anyway, so now that we have that working, we need to, just as in the server here, in our server.php, when we wanted to update the user, first we needed to be able to set up the form, and so we're going to have to set up the form for the desires, the desire preferences, and let's see, where is that? And so and that is triggered when this button here is clicked. This would be name update desires form. This is update members form, update desires form. So over here, instead of update member form, we've got to do an update desires form. And so that's this. I'm going to start with that, update desires form. And we're interested in reading from roster left join desires on roster dot key equals desires dot key. Gotta close this one over here too. All right, and what we're interested in is really this info. Update duty desires preferences. And it's going to be something that looks like that. Title starting here. Okay, so no, this is not right. Let me go back to here and just copy this. This is what I want. Copy and paste. Okay. And I guess this should be close these spaces up. Okay. And to load this up, we're going to need speaker. And Toastmaster. And table topics master. And inspiration giver. And joke master. And grammarian. I don't know if we even use all of these anymore, but when you're migrating an old system, you don't ask questions. You want to keep moving. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, and in the end you can undo something that you didn't need to do or whatever. Okay, so this gets loaded up. Those fields get loaded up. And this is when you click on Update Desires Form, and then that's the execution of this at the top here, and so then we have these values. So there's a speaker. Let's do like 3 of them. Speaker, Toastmaster, and something else. Let's take this, put it here. Okay, we've got speaker, Toastmaster, 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 and table topics master. This can be, the label can be spaced. The name not. Okay, and we can really get rid of all the rest of the stuff because it's going to be replaced. All right. Okay, let me see what this looks like. Update desires and update server. And so let's send this down. Server and update desires. And it looks like this. All right, sure. Okay, but okay, let's go back home and click on this, and no, it doesn't look like anything is selected. Home, record, home, update duty desires, and none of them is selected. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay, as I look at this more closely, I see that we've got some stray quotes here. This quote is not necessary. You'll notice when we look, wait a minute now. When we look, oops, here we go. And when we look at the page source, and we scroll down, we see that there's an extra quote here, which makes this selected not work. And there's an extra one here, which makes it not work. And here also. So that's what's happening. We see this is wrong too. So we need to take away these quotes. And these here. And we can, let's make this Toastmaster. And, oh, this should be update desires. And we also need, I think we need to keep track of this key value here. And when it comes here, okay, so this is the server, and update member. Okay, so we need to make this is update. Oh, here's update. This populates the form. This is update user, and then down here we need to add an update desires. Okay, so but anyway, let's see if this thing works. And I'm going to copy over update desires, and I'm going to check this checkbox so I don't have to click that OK every time. Okay, so we go here, and I can get rid of this. What happens when we refresh? And now we see it's selected. Okay, so now those are selected, and this is the new one. Okay, so so now what we need to do is we have to get this to work. So I guess we can probably, maybe we can finish these up. Yeah, I should finish them up. So we've got speaker, Toastmaster, table topics master, and let me, this is HTML, so. All right, let me use this one. Wait a second, this should be here. Speaker, Toastmaster. Ooh, this should be table topics master. Okay. I'm going to take speaker, and I'm going to paste it right here. And I think I'm going to alright, so this is going to be inspiration. There's a joke master, there's a grammarian, and let me copy this. And there's a evaluator, a general evaluator, an counter, and then there's one more, which is the timer. Alright, so this last one is the timer. So this goes like this, like this. That's the timer and the counter. Counter. And then there is the general evaluator. And then there is the evaluator. 3 evaluators in a meeting. 1 for each speaker. And then after that, before that, we have a grammarian, usually. And we also usually have a joke master. And we also have a inspiration, someone who gives an inspiration. And we may also have somebody, we have a table topics master. And we have a Toastmaster. What happened? What did I do? Why do I have so many? Speaker, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master. Okay, speaker. Sorry, folks. Speaker, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master. Must have made too many of them. Then inspiration, then joke master, then grammarian, then evaluator, then general evaluator, then counter. And then timer. This looks like this might be it. Okay, let me save this and copy this down and refresh. Okay, that looks good. All right, now when this button is pressed, it's going to be update desires and update desires, and this is not going to be roster. This is going to be desires when we get it, when we make it. And over here at server, now we're going to have to modify this update form. No, update user, so it doesn't update desires. Okay, let's do that. Take this, copy this down to here, I suppose. Copy and paste. And I'm going to say update desires. And it'll be update desires. And again, we're going to have these desires coming back, but it's not going to be, the key will be there, but it'll be these things. Grab this like that, and it's going to be a comment. And we're going to have a name. Well, we're going to have a speaker. Yeah, this is desires. So we're going to have a speaker. And we're going to have a Toastmaster. Toastmaster, and we're going to have a table topics master. And we're going to have an inspiration. We're going to have a joke master, a grammarian, an evaluator, and a general evaluator, and an odd counter, and a timer. And we're not going to have these. And we're going to have key equals key and get this. We're going to have speaker, speaker. Yes, right. Toastmaster, and topics master, inspiration, joke master, grammarian, evaluator, general evaluator, counter. What happened? General evaluator, counter. Oops. Counter. This should be grammarian. Where's joke master? Oh boy. Alright, where's joke master? Okay, there's table topics master, Toastmaster, evaluator. There's no inspiration. Joke master. Okay, we don't need any more of these. Okay, and this has to be here. And table topics master has to be here. Inspiration, there's an inspiration. So joke master. There's a grammarian. Evaluator. A general evaluator. An counter. And a timer. Timer. Okay, so that's got to be like that. speaker, Toastmaster, table topics, inspiration, joke master, grammarian, general evaluator, counter evaluator. Okay, all right. So that's that, and then we can go back and put this here. Oops. And instead of, I need to take away this hyphen, or this underscore. Okay, that takes care of the setting that up, and that don't need any of this. And this is going to be the query is got to look like this. Query is going to look like this. Except for this is query, and instead of space and we have comma. Alright, and we don't need this. So we've got query, and then we're going to update desires, set query where key equals key, so I don't need any of this. So the only so all of this has to be true for the update to take place. This does not need to be there. Okay. Neither does this, I think. So let's see. Update desires, we've got all that. Where, all that. We have that. Query equals all this. And then query equals this. Execute it. And we're going to have to fix this. But that'll come in the next video. And I guess this is, we don't really need this or this, I think. Alright, I think this is okay. Let's just take that out. And let's save this and save this. And let's send those down. That would be server and update. Okay. And let's go back here, refresh this. And what happens if I change this to that and change this to that? Press update. Can't perform this because truncated incorrect. Double value. $279. Line 279. Must be inside here. 279. Here we go. Couldn't do one of these. Oh, Joke Master is blank. Alright, let's see. Joke Master is blank here. Joke Master is blank here. I don't know if that's a problem, but we can fix that. The reason it's blank is because when we load up our variables, when we load up let's see. I don't think Joke Master nothing is selected. And that's because when we load up the variables, which is, where is that? Not login user, not update member, update desires form, we see there's no Joke Master here. So let's throw one in. Joke Master. Joke Master. And I don't know if that's going to help. Let's send that down. And go back here again. And now when we refresh this, now that's set. What happens if we try to change some of these things? Membership record is updated. Now let's go back in here and see, it did update. See? And so I can set this back to what it was. Never assigned. An update. And there we go. Okay, so it looks like we have completed, let's see, do I have Laulima around here? Let's look at the assignment. We're doing assignment 3. And I think we have just finished this update form. All right. Okay, so the last video comes next, and we will be creating the desires table. That'll be this script right here. All right, thanks for watching.